Eigentlich hatten wir... Okay, I think we are complete. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the press conference of the DHL Prize, the FEI Eventing World Championship for individual and team. First of all, I have to ask the gold medal winning team, Great Britain, are these your new safety helmets? In gold medal position, we have Team Great Britain with Rosalind Cantor, Laura Collette, Tom McEwen, and Gemma Stevens. The silver medal went to Team Germany with Michael Jung, Marlene Hansen-Hottop, Julia Krajewski, and Libussa Lübbecke. And in bronze, Team USA with Will Coleman, Boyd Martin, Philip Dutton, and Caroline Pamuchu. We start with the team, Team Great Britain. You led from start to finish. It was a big team effort. Can you talk us through your championship? Who wants to start? Yeah.
No, I mean, it's amazing to work with these guys. Absolutely brilliant, fantastic horses, fantastic riders. It makes life so easy. And what's more, they're all really good friends and good muckers, and they all hold each other's back. So it's a lovely group of people to be with. And thank you very much, guys.
You sent your absolute A-team to Aachen. Was the pressure high? Expectations were high, so did you feel the pressure?
Well, it's really easy to sit here now and say our first target was Olympic qualification. But as you know, we came here with a lot of weight of expectation on the shoulders. So for these guys to deal with that weight of pressure and the expectation is absolutely incredible. And of course, there is a bit of relief afterwards as well. So, well, yeah.
Your team also had 2 individual champions here. We had a silver medal to Ross Cantor and a bronze medal to Laura Collette. So an amazing week for you, you'd agree?
Yeah, I mean, we've all worked together so often, all of the team. We kind of know each other, and we know each other's. We know when someone might be a little bit, hyped or not hyped, or in a good place, and it just takes one glance, and that's the same with me as well. They know when to give me a kick up the backside as well, which is great. And so it's a really, really lovely group to work with, and yeah, it's really hard to explain, but when you say team spirit, we are, in the essence, it is quite an individual sport. For 350 odd days of the year, everybody's competing against each other. But eventing has such a family feeling, and there's very few sports where, when in individual competitions, athletes from different nations will share. Be careful when you go around that corner, it might be slippery, or look after yourself, because there is a great spirit within the sport. And then when we come together as a team, these guys have kept it.
Thank you. Ross Cantor, you were in silver medal position individual today, so congratulations. You and Lordship Scrafolo are such a good combination. The trust that he has in you and you in him, how did that build up and help you to secure silver today?
Yeah, well, I think part of it is that we've been together from the word go. So I've been riding Lordship's Grappler since he was 3 years old. And from the word go, I absolutely loved him, and I think we complement each other well. The things he's really fantastic at, like going fast, is my weakness, and the other bits, like the dressage, which he wouldn't particularly love, is one of my strengths. So, but I think the big thing as well is that he has the most fantastic and supportive owners behind him. Michelle and Archie Saul have been in the sport for many, many years with lots of different horses, and you know, they're just fully behind what we do, and they always allow me to give Walter the best opportunities in life.
You had an amazing year, becoming a mum, winning badminton again. How does this success, this team gold and individual silver rate?
Yeah, it's extremely special. I think, you know, we all know that Walter loves badminton and Burley, and he's got an endless gallop around those big tracks. So to be able to prove that he can do, you know, these 3 phases in a competition like this, I think that makes him the ultimate event horse.
Thank you. I'll continue with bronze individual before I move on to individual gold and team silver. So Laura, Colette, you in London. How did the competition unfold for you? For example, yesterday in the cross country, the time seemed really tough to make. You were just over it. How did the course out there in cross country unfold for you?
Yeah, I was super proud of him, how he tackled the cross country. He gave me a phenomenal ride. He pulled a shoe and had a pretty bad slip into the last water, and I've seen a photo and I don't really know how he stood up, let alone jump into the water. And I think at that point he just showed what an amazing horse he is. He knew exactly what was required of him, picked himself up pretty much off the floor and jumped the jump from not very many strides. So I couldn't fault him at all in all 3 phases. He's given his all like he always does, and yeah, I'm just super lucky to ride him.
Thank you. In silver medal position, Team Germany, you had a somewhat slightly complicated lead up with Peter Thomsen having an accident, but you had a worthy replacement. Perhaps you can talk us through how your week unfolded as a team.
Well, I mean, I think for most of us, the World Championships in Aachen have been like the goal for quite some time. Aachen is always special, and then having the World Championships at home is something you really want to be part of. And Peter has been working towards it more or less since Paris. And when I decided not going to Blenheim with my horse Lassie, he was the first to say, do it and do what you think is right. And that's how we all, I think, work towards it. And when now, a couple of weeks ago, Peter couldn't be part of it anymore, it somehow put us all even closer together. And we really feel we had to make it happen for him, because a lot of work and thought and effort, and I mean, everything you put into these championships and planning came from him, and I personally thought a lot of him and words he would say, and we had some phone calls with him, and I'm happy to share that he's like absolutely on the up, and it's as much his medal as everyone in our team. And it was, I mean, everybody says it's a team effort. I think we should like rent out the experience to be part of an eventing week at a championship. It's crazy, and I think everybody is like lacking hours of sleep, and it's very intense, but everybody really, the farrier, the vet, the physio, the grooms, everybody around yesterday cross country put so much effort into it. And if you then can bring home a team medal, it's very emotional. I've been crying a lot today, and I mean, I didn't win individual medal or anything, but all this effort coming into result is just very, very special, and something you can give back to everybody who's behind you the rest of the year.
What would you like to add, Libusa and Marlin?
Yeah, I think we were all riding a bit for Peter, and we were thinking of him all the time, and yeah, he was the one that got us here, I would say. And yeah, we tried everything.
But we also love you, Rodolfo.
I love him too.
Any final words? Any
Pardon?
final words?
Yeah, I think I just grew up in Peter's barn, so I had him a lot in my thoughts for sure. And how Julia said, we were talking almost every day. So it was special, even when he was not here, just to have him in a part every day on the phone. And so I think everybody was really working hard this week for him too. Yeah. So
Thank you. We're making a quick move from team silver to individual gold. Mickey Jung, fairy tale finished with Fischer Chipmunk. You finished on your dressage mark here again. He's such an amazing horse. Like, he's now drawn equal with La Biostatic Sem with finishing 5 championships inside the time. How do the two horses compare?
Wow.
Difficult question, I know.
First, I feel very lucky to have these amazing horses, and I'm the rider for these horses. It's just, also standing in the prize giving between these amazing horses, they makes the job for the riders much easier, and I'm so happy to have him. They're completely different horses. La Biostatic Sam was my horse in the beginning. I grew up with him together. He was a very powerful horse, not so easy in the dressage. He has not too much scope in the jumping, but he has always a super cross-country machine, and I had the feeling he can jump everything so easily. He can run every hill, and if it's necessary for half an hour, it doesn't matter for him. He was super fast in hard ground, deep ground. He was such a strong and sound horse. And in this time, that was really amazing. And then I was so lucky to get Fischer Chipmunk. And in this moment, a big thank you to the Fischer Group, to the owners, the family Fischer, because without them, I will be not sitting here. I will be not enjoying this week in Aachen. And yeah, Fischer Chipmunk is he is such a super dressage horse. He has such a good balance, such a super temperament. He is every day to enjoy to ride. He has such a rideability and comfort, and then in the cross country he is powerful. He can run so fast. The listening of the horse, if they run so fast and with the adrenaline and everything, and then just listen quickly in a second to the rider, that's just amazing for me. And then also today he jumped from the first fence, a completely different style of a jump, how the horses can do that, running completely flat out in the cross country, full energy forward, jumping so brave, all the cross country jumps, and then jumping so careful and in a super style. The show jumping round today was a tough round, also with the time, and like I said, I'm just thankful to have these horses. They make it much easier for the rider.
Speaking of the jumping round today, you had clipped 2 poles, and I think the whole crowd, nearly 30,000 people, were gasping.
Me too.
I think you had you had everyone riding on your shoulders, and then they erupted in standing ovations once you cleared the last fence. What went through your head in that moment?
Yeah, he was starting very good in the jumping. He was super calm, super to ride, super listening. When I start to gallop and to the first jump, he gave me a very good feeling directly on the first oxer. And then I take a bit more gallop to the first combination, and in the second combination, he took a little bit more forward speed, jumping out. And I want to have normally a little bit more space. I was a little bit closer than I wish on the oxer, and yeah, that was a very scary moment. But the rest is just, yeah, he was amazing today.
He was. What's in store for Fischer Chipmunk now? A nice break?
Maybe Burley.
Maybe Burley?
Maybe a little break. I don't know.
The Britons are listening, maybe Burley. Maybe you have a chat afterwards. We'll move on to Team USA, who's been so patiently waiting. Congratulations to the bronze medal. He had an amazing catch-up, moving 6th after dressage, 5th after cross-country, and then moving into bronze medal position today. Perhaps you can talk us through how the week unfolded for your team.
Well, I think it's a testament to everyone sitting here that I thought all four of us we didn't get off to the greatest start, as you mentioned, but everybody kept a really cool head, and I think we just kept sort of chipping away throughout the course of the weekend. Our management, Leslie and Karen, I think exude a certain amount of confidence, and I think we fed off that, and we just kept trying to make each day count as best we could. That's all you can really control, and I just thought all four of us did a good job of that, and we were, fortunate and very blessed to be sitting here today because of it.
Yeah, I think it's rewarding because it was a bit of a tough week for us. We were left behind a bit in the first couple of days, and to be able to come back today and be sitting up here with all these great other teams is something for us all to remember and something to be proud of.
Yeah, for me it's a bit of an emotional one. I 20 years ago fell in love with a girl in Germany, lived close by, and never really felt accepted by a family. I'm serious. And then standing up on that podium, I looked at the mother and we embraced at the end, and it's the first time I felt part of the family.
This is how my whole week has been with these three. You guys have no idea. But obviously these three they carried the team. They're unbelievable horsemen, and it's great to watch them and everything they did this week.
Special mention to Philip Dutton, who also competed here in 2006 in the World Championships as one of 7 riders who did so. The other honorable mention goes to Andrew Hoy, who finished 6th individually today. When you compare 2006, 2026, were there flashbacks? Did you have any flashbacks, memories come up?
Yeah, I mean, Boyd's been reminding me of how many years I've been doing this, and so you didn't have to bring that up, actually. No, I mean, yes, the first time was incredible, and it's just growing every year, and it is Aachen is just an incredible place, and to watch last night the dressage and the opening ceremony, and then today being so exciting in front of everybody, it's the best that we can have.
I didn't want to mention your age. It speaks more for longevity of our sport and our athletes. It was all positive. I'd like to open up to the audience. Do you have any questions? Microphone is coming.
Yes, a question to Julia. Sorry. You've trained Chipmunk up to championship level. How happy are you to see him perform at this level now, at this age also, and continuing to perform at this level?
Well, we've been in Paris together, and I cried when he won gold there. And today again, Chipmunk's always been an incredible horse. But the fact is, I started him, and Michi went to perfect it. Like what they pull off. under pressure when it matters again and again is absolutely incredible. And I mean, it's a massive credit to Michi's work and management in the last couple of years that the horse at 18 goes on to win 2 individual gold medals one year after the other. So, I mean, people keep mentioning me, and I love Chipmunk, but I love to see him doing good. And I would say most of the credit goes to Michi by now. So that's how I see it.
Thank you.
Any more questions?
Michi and Laura, you guys have been on a podium with these horses for 5 and 4 years, respectively. What's next for these 2 champions?
Yeah, we will see. We're all getting older, but yeah, it's just amazing. Especially in the eventing, I had many horses getting up to really old age. Sam was up to the, I think, 19. Chipmunk now, Rokana also, all my top horses. This is also, I think, what the good side of this sport is because of the training, the dressage, the show jumping, the cross country, the hacking, so much different work at home, different ground where you go with the horses. I think this all works very well together for the body of the horses, that they do not always just one thing, one part. And yeah, that I'm very happy that we keep going like this. And I don't know, maybe you have can help with it.
Yeah, I think first of all, the horses are unbelievable, but the team behind us that managed to keep these horses looking like you wouldn't know either of them are 17 and 18 years old. And I think it's huge credit to the team behind the scenes that keep them looking and feeling so good, that they can come out year in, year out, perform to the level that they perform at, and let's say roll on Avance.
Question in the last row. Oh, Gabriele?
Yeah. Ich bin noch nicht dran, oder? Yeah, I would like to Birgit Rosenberg, who made the decision we had this lovely prize-giving ceremony this afternoon, and we had a different prize-giving ceremony for the dressage horses. What was the reason that the giving ceremony for the dressage horses was different than from the eventing?
So if you talk about the lovely part, you mean the inclusion of the grooms and the horse owners?
No, I mean of bringing the horses to the sitting on horseback for the ceremony and not in a coach.
I think it's pretty simple, as the dressage horses are not on studs as they are going on the sand, so they don't. There was a discussion before with the FEI, and the decision was taken not to send them on a lap of honor on grass. So we felt doing it inside is a bit strange. So what we wanted to have horses involved and not only on foot. So we decided to have a carriage with the dressage riders in the carriage. But we are very happy that the eventers choose to ride on a horse in the prize giving.
For the American riders, what's on the agenda for each of you, and are you thinking about LA 28, and either some of you or all of you going for that?
I haven't really started thinking about LA just yet. I'm just excited to get home to my kids and my dogs and back to the US of A. I'm coming back for Burley in a few weeks, and I'm anxious just to get home and spend as much time as I can with my family.
Yeah, about the same.
Same here.
Yeah, LA's a long way off.
Any other questions? Yes, please.
I'd like to know what Michael, Laura, and Boyd would say to the breeders of their horses.
Well, I would say thank you very much. me another one.
You're going to buy his full brother next year?
Apparently so, yeah.
I mean, the breeders did all the start, all the effort in the beginning. I started a few years ago with Rokana to breed, and it's so nice, but also a lot of work. And big thank you for the breeders. They doing all this, and yeah, for sure will be nice if we have a few more of this.
There are many.
Yes, try and breed a less spooky horse.
Any? Yeah, Jan?
A question to the German team. Have you had any contact with Peter Thomsen after your fabulous silver medal so far? Have you had any reaction from his side? Rodolphe, your steady contact?
Yes, of course, I called him immediately and with Jung, and showed the product to him, and he looked happy. And that he put pressure on the week, because after the cross country with him, and the first road said, good for today, but don't forget you are only second for the Netherlands. And said to me, you need to move the ass like you make today. Really realistic.
Any other questions? Then I'd like to give the final word to event director Birgit Rosenberg. We had 4 days of amazing eventing competition, but there were many more months, if not years, in the planning to get to today. Perhaps you can talk about what went through with the planning to get this amazing cross-country course set up and the show jumping final today.
Yes, I think the same as for the riders, doing this as a big team effort, and I want to really thank everybody who was part of this journey, which indeed started, I think, 3 years ago when we got allocated for the World Championships. So, of course, it was necessary to change the cross-country track as it was a short format track. So we were very happy with our course designer Giuseppe Della Chiesa, who I would like to thank very much, who put a lot of thought and a lot of efforts, a lot of visits here, and it was always a pleasure to work with you, Giuseppe. And we also very much appreciated that he integrated Rüdiger Schwarz, who has always been part of the team here in Aachen. He built the course for 20 years, he knows every corner, and for Giuseppe's was never a doubt to have him in the team, and I felt this really very special, how they work together, also with Marcin Konarski, the assistant, and to see it yesterday, to come up in live and to have a competition on it, which came out very well. And to have crowds out there, super weather, I think it was a perfect day, which made me really proud, and I can only say thank you to the whole team. Also watering the track over the last months was a big effort that needed to be done. So all the farmers around it, every night they drove out there with the tractors and the water tanks to keep it nice and green. And when I saw the TV pictures yesterday from on top, you could see like a green strip to give you the best possible conditions, which we felt was needed for a proper World Championship. So yeah, I can only say we are very happy with the week. And I want to thank the riders, the athletes, the horses for the super sport you presented here to the crowds in Aachen. And I'm very happy, and I can only say thank you.
Thank you very much, and perhaps you'd like to join me in one more round of applause for our amazing riders and horses.